this one. All right, dude.
Good. All right. So, hey everybody. We're gonna finish the last couple minutes talking about this weekend. Big weekend for the divisional round of the playoffs. We've got, let's see, Saturday we have Houston, New England at 8, and the Falcons are playing the Seahawks. It's at Atlanta, I believe. Is that right? 4 o'clock. So we're just going to do a rundown of the games, and if y'all want to talk about who you think's going to win, score predictions.
There's no sound. I'm going to relaunch
Periscope.
Periscope. You guys on Periscope aren't getting any sound? No sound.
No sound. All right, you want me to keep going? Or you want to wait till? Yeah, no sound. All right. You want to keep going or wait?
Yeah, keep going.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna go through these 4 games, talk about just what's been, the news around each game, maybe injuries, score predictions, and if y'all have any predictions or input on the games, tell us who you want. Tell us if you're a fan of any team, if you're going to the games. Yeah, we'll just have a quick little conversation about each one. And I think I want to start, I don't think I'm going to go in order. I'm going to go NFC first and then AFC. So let's see, let's start with, so Falcons, this is probably the game I know the least about, but I think it's going to be one of the better games this weekend. So Falcons are coming off a bye. They won the NFC South, and they are actually projected to win this week. They have Matt Ryan going against Seattle's Russell Wilson. Matt Ryan has the highest quarterback rating in the NFL in the regular season, at I think about 93. He had an incredible season. He's got one of the strongest offenses with Julio Jones and Devontae Freeman. And they're going against one of the strongest defenses led by Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman. So, it's sure to be a great game. Russell Wilson, in order to keep this a close game, is going to have to focus on in the past, he's had a couple of rough playoff games. They went home in this game last year, the divisional game. So he needs to make sure that doesn't happen again. Just looking at some of the projections, the picks popular pick has the Falcons by 4. They're projected to. They're expecting a close game, sorry. And then Vegas Insider's pick has the Falcons by 8. So I think the general consensus around the league is that the Falcons are going to take this one.
What do you think, man?
I think the Falcons are going to take it easy. I don't think, Seattle's, they're a strong team, but we've seen them choke in the playoffs in the past. I like Matt Ryan. I think he had an incredible season. Julio Jones, he's just unstoppable, and their running game. I can't remember the exact number, but I think between Devontae Freeman and what's his name, Tevin Coleman, that they put up, over 2,000 yards this season. I think that they're going to have no problem running all over Seattle. Okay, so does anyone have any
Then nothing on that game.
Okay, cool. All right, so next one, this is a big one, Green Bay at Dallas. This is probably the game that everyone's going to be watching. One of the most exciting games this weekend. Dallas also coming off a bye. They have home field advantage through the championship if they win this game. Green Bay, unfortunately for them, just lost Jordy Nelson after a big hit in their game last week against
The Giants.
the Giants. Yeah, big hit, Jordy to the ribs. He's out. They don't know if he's going to be back for the championship if they do win this game. That's a tough loss for them. Jordy Nelson has led the Packers in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns this season. So, that's a weapon that they really need. Geronimo Allison is probably going to take his place. And last time Jordy Nelson was out, Allison caught it was 8 passes for 57 yards, and a touchdown. So I mean they've got weapons still, but they're going to have to work a lot harder against Dallas's defense to win this game. Obviously, Dallas has the #1 offensive line in the league. They have Zeke, who's easily one of the best running back as a rookie in the league that we've seen in a long time. And Dak Prescott, who took Tony Romo's spot early on in the season and has proven himself to be the starting quarterback and one who is possibly going to be a great playoff quarterback. Let's see if we have anything else on that.
Yeah, Brad Pillis here thinks that the Packers are going to upset the Cowboys. He thinks they still have Rodgers.
Yeah, so Rodgers has had
Aaron Rodgers has played
great last couple games. I think he's won his last eight games. Yeah, I completely agree. He's got a hot hand, and
Judy 1534 agrees. Thinks the Packers are going to win.
I think so too.
And we got over here the Leanne Phelps says the Dallas Cowboys are going to win.
Well, I think it's going to be a great game, but I think the Packers are going to win as well. I think that Dak and Zeke, while they've had a great regular season, are going to be, playoffs is hard. It's a completely different game. It's
a lot of Packers love coming over here.
All right. I like
Packers there. But Jeanette Yates Lightfoot, actually, you're back to the last game, thinks Seattle likes being an underdog and they will win.
I think they do too. This is going to be a tough underdog window. Atlanta has been. They have a lot to prove. They have to prove that they're not just. This isn't just a fluke season.
It's not just the Falcons.
Yeah.
Did the Falcons make it to the Super Bowl a few years ago?
2012 maybe. They might have.
All right. What are you thinking about the other games? AFC.
Okay. So AFC. All right. Start with Houston at New England. I think everyone is expecting New England to win this game. So
they're the home team, right?
Yes, New England is at home. They were #1 in the AFC. They won the AFC East. So this is probably the strongest team in the NFL with Brady, Gronk, Edelman, Amendola. They have a good defense, and they have Belichick running the whole organization. So, this is a team that has been to the playoffs with Tom Brady. This will be his 32nd playoff game. That's 2 seasons of playoffs. That's ridiculous. He's played in the playoffs more than any other player in the NFL in history. He's beating out, Peyton Manning at 27. This is of quarterbacks. Peyton Manning at 27 playoff appearances. Brett Favre 24, Joe Montana 23, and John Elway 21. Brady, he's still going to be playing a couple more years. He's at 32. He's going to keep extending that league, looking for 33 and 34. Just 33 this year. So, he's got experience, and he's 22 and 9 in the playoffs. He's been around, and he's going up against Brock Osweiler, who, he's new to the league and he hasn't had a great season, but he does have a great defense led by, J.J. Watt's off the field, but Jadeveon Clowney taking his place, assuming the leader of that defense, and he's had a great second half of the season, had a great game against the Raiders last week. And they'll put pressure on Brady, but Brady's not Connor Cook. They had no problem beating out Connor Cook last week. Brady's a completely different animal, and they'll have to work really hard. They played them in week 3, and Houston played the Patriots in week 3. Brock Osweiler didn't even cross half field until the third quarter. They have to play a completely different game. It's going to need to be like Brock Osweiler when he played for the Broncos and beat the Patriots in overtime last season. Otherwise, they have no chance, I don't think. This is going to have to be a huge underdog win for Houston. And then if no one has any comments, I'm going to go to the last game.
Yeah, go to the last game. John has them 34-10.
Has the Patriots 34-10?
I believe so.
Yeah,
yes.
I think that's so this is only the 4th time in NFL history that a playoff team has been projected to win by more than 2 touchdowns. They're projected to win by 16 points. I think there's
Mary Cole is saying she doesn't think the Patriots think this is an easy win. 16 is the spread, John said.
I don't think Belichick ever takes any game to be an easy win. He's very calculated with every game he plays, and he's going to do his homework and make sure that they come out and make it to the AFC Championship. For me, I want the Texans to win. I don't really like the Patriots, and if the Texans win and the Steelers win this week, that means that AFC Championship is going to be in Pittsburgh. So go Texans. Another interesting thing now on this game. So the Texans have the #1 defense right now. Tom Brady is 3-1 against playoff teams with the #1 total defense. So
they can be beat.
He can be beat 1 of 4 times. 1 out of 4.
John, I think John's disagreeing with you over here.
About what?
He thinks he's a Patriots fan.
That's fine.
All right.
Go Steelers. Okay, and then that brings me to the last game. This is the Kansas City Chiefs at Kansas City playing the Steelers. Actually, funny, I just looked up tickets to this game. They're extremely cheap, like $30.
It's in Kansas City.
It's in Kansas City. No one wants to go to that game.
Right.
But plane tickets are like, $700 to whatever. So.
What about driving?
How far is that drive, do you think?
It's about 30 hours.
30? All right, cool. It's doable. Games at 1 on Sunday. Okay, so Steelers at Kansas City. Steelers they're hot right now. This is the I don't know if anyone watched the Dolphins game, but within the first 8 minutes, Antonio Brown had 2 touchdowns of 50 yards and 60 yards respectively. After that, Le'Veon Bell scored in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. So you got the Triple Bs, as they call them, Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, and Antonio Brown. First time they've been together in the playoffs was last week. I think they're going to keep rolling. They have 2 great weapons, and that'll open up some field for their other receivers, Eli Rogers and Sammy Coates. So Andy Reid,
John feels bad for you. He thinks KC's gonna win. He thinks Andy Reid is.
That's funny because I saw John said the other day that Steelers were going to beat
He said 28-17 because he thinks Andy Reid's 17-3 after he comes off a bye week. And Mary Cole disagrees with you. She thinks the Patriots are going to win.
I think the Patriots will win too. I just don't want them to. I think the Patriots are going to win. I didn't mean to say.
Oh, you just want.
I want the Texans to win.
Okay, and again, just so we understand, the cross or the Steelers? What's more important to you?
The Steelers.
Okay. That time I was asking what was more important to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, you didn't say Christianity over the Steelers. You said the Cardinals.
Okay, so John is saying, going back to his Philly games, to the Philly days, Andy Reid is very strong after a bye week, so you guys better be prepared.
That might be true, but did he see the Steelers play the Chiefs in the regular season?
Oh, my mom waited till now to join. Hi, Mom. Show's over. Shabbat shalom. What's going on? Mom, did you see I just went to, by the way, I just went to 1170 Ocean Parkway. I took everybody there. I'm still trying to figure out, and I had a lot of insight from everybody, what was going on with the choice of that place. All right, Connor. Who do you think's going to win?
I think the Steelers will win.
You think the Steelers are going to win, or you want the Steelers to win?
But I think the Steelers will win. Their defense, so isn't Alex Smith coming off a concussion?
I don't know. But actually, you guys could write down, what do you think the final score is going to be? John, I'm not going to record them, John. Put your score. John, you wrote your score here, right? What did you say, 28-17?
He thinks the Chiefs are going to win?
He thinks the Chiefs are going to win. He thinks Andy Reid is tough.
I think
after a bye week.
Tough too, but
John wants to do all four, so we're going to do all four. Get your
score predictions.
Score predictions.
All right. My score predictions for all four.
Don't tell me John's score predictions. He's writing them down here himself. He has 34-10.
I didn't know
he has 34-10 Patriots. What do you have?
34-10 Patriots. I'm gonna say like 27-10. Yeah.
27-10 Patriots.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's next?
What do you have? The Cowboys or the Packers?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a close game, probably 24-21 Green Bay.
Okay, John has 24-17 and the Cowboys.
Okay. Who's the other one? Falcons. Seahawks at Falcons. I think it's going to be. I'm going to say that's going to be a low scoring. No.
37-30 for the Falcons from John. If you need someone's paper, if you need to cheat off of somebody's page.
No, I'm going low score. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 17-9.
So you think
Falcons.
the defense?
Yeah.
Oh, but they still win. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's about the last game?
Last game, Steelers, Chiefs. I'm gonna say 30-24 Pittsburgh.
Well, close game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, John, what do you have in the last game? 28-21 KC. All right. I didn't write any of this down, but it's there. It's recorded. We'll figure it all out.
It's basically whatever.
Connor had 30-24 in favor of the Steelers over the Chiefs. So everybody have a great weekend. Watch your football. Stay safe. Jenna, get back safe. Everybody have a great, great time. You have them all, John, all right? And we will see you all on Monday. We will be here. We will celebrate the legacy of Martin Luther King together. We will be prepared. Connor's going to be studying up his MLK history. And be well, everybody. Thank you for your time today.
See you guys.